In the new film Limitless, which opens everywhere today. One of them is renowned as one of the greatest actors in the history of cinema, and the other is one of the fastest rising stars in Hollywood. Please welcome Robert De Niro and Bradley Cooper.
Sky's the limit, you know that you can have what you want, be what you want. Sky's the limit.
New Yorkers make you feel welcome, right? Well, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I should say, I do want to say thank you, Mr. De Niro, because you were my first guest on the show when I first started the whole show.
Yes, yes.
And you had nothing to promote. You just did it at just to be nice to me.
Yes.
And I really appreciate that. Because I was like, I mean, I'll never forget that. It's hard when you first start a show to book guests. You have to understand that, like, because publicists and people get involved, and agents, and they go, it's going to flop. Jimmy Fallon, I don't know if it's going to be good. And they go, I don't want them doing something yet. And I just called you, like, please do this. And you were like, okay. Were you sedated or something? Someone drank. But I appreciate you doing this. Thank you for doing this. And now you're here with my man, Bradley Cooper. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bradley, your career is just rising and rising and rising. You're in movies with Robert De Niro now. This is fun.
It's pretty cool.
This is amazing. Have you changed? Have you gone?
This is pretty cool.
Have you gone Hollywood?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well,
I mean, I'm coming up on my, what is it? Well, I put a solid deck into the biz. Coming up on my deck-an.
What is that?
In the biz.
Sorry, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh, my anniversary in the Cade. You know, I've been doing this for 10 years.
In the Cade?
Yeah, it's my deck-an. You guys know what I'm talking about.
So you just abbreviate words now. You're that cool?
Well, I got a lot going on. You know what
I mean? You don't have to abbreviate.
I don't know. I just have to, you know, it's better. I could just say a lot more in a shorter time.
Show well? Shorten words?
Yeah.
You show well. Yeah.
My show well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, I know you haven't changed. I know. But I mean, I met you back when you did that movie with my wife produced He's Just Not That Into You.
Just Not That Into You.
You were great in that. And then, gosh, A-Team and all this stuff and just blowing up. And now this one, how did you guys hook up to meet and end up doing, how did you get, I convinced him to be on my show. How did you convince him to hit a movie with you?
You know, I don't know. We met before. Actually, when I was at the Actors Studio MFA program, he came and...
I know actors James Lipton.
That's right.
He lives there, doesn't he?
He does live. He lives on stage.
He lives in a tent on stage.
And then they film him every time when he comes out, and some guest comes.
He has
and
nice
he eats them.
Yeah. Did he do Actors Studio?
I did, yeah. And he came 10 years ago.
That wasn't your... Did you ever do Actors Studio?
I did. I mean, this with James Lipton.
Yeah, that program. But you didn't study there, right?
I did for a couple of years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I knew that. I thought that.
You studied with Stella Adler, right?
I studied with Stella Adler, but James, the Actors Studio at Strasbourg, there was a point where I did also with them later on, but first was with Stella Adler.
When you start becoming, when you decide, if anyone decides to become an actor, you usually get two books. You usually get Stella Adler and like Uta Hagen.
Right.
Or the two books you get. And
like Stanislavski.
I bought the books, but I still haven't read them. They're great. They're great books. Phenomenal. I'm sure they're great. I just have not read them at all. So you met them at this, and then did you just... this is when? When was
this? This was 1998, and I did one of the cardinal rule if you're ever in a Q&A when I asked him a question, and I stood up and I forgot to sit back down.
You just kept standing.
Yeah. Well, he said good question. And
wow.
And I couldn't believe it.
You're like, dude, he talked to me. Oh my God, yeah, that's why. Yeah. He threw you with saying good question. Yeah.
I just sort of froze. He froze me with good questions.
You want to remember that moment, yeah. But now you're in the movie Limitless. You got him to do this. This is cool. It's a fun movie.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
We had a really good time.
You shot it. Where did you shoot it?
We shot it in New York and Philadelphia.
That's good.
Which is where I'm from.
Yeah. The roots are from Philly as well.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you spend a lot of time over there in Philly?
We did. Yeah. He shot all his stuff in Philly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got some good cheesesteaks, stuff like that?
Well, that was the whole thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean is the whole thing?
Well, you know, I was more concerned with impressing Bob with the food of Philly, I think, than the movie.
Make sure, you couldn't get him a good cheesesteak.
I was so obsessed with getting him
So
a good
many different
things. Well, there's really
I
only
went there
one.
once I ended up in one day like 10 cheesesteaks.
Yeah,
because they really are proud of their cheesesteaks. And then they wanted me to pick which one is the best. I go, I don't know. They all taste good. At Jim's, I would say probably.
Whoa. I don't know. I think Pat's. Yeah. No? Who do we got?
Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's?
Oh, yeah.
Tony Luke's?
Yeah.
Tony Luke's or Jim's.
Yeah, but that's a whole process.
Tina Fey likes Jim's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tony Luke's is good too.
But one time, I remember we were on set,
is good.
and I ordered Pat Steaks to come down, and I thought he was going to be there at this one time, but then he was actually coming later, and it was a really sort of intense scene. And all I'm thinking about is the steak's going to be cold.
You couldn't even do your acting in a movie.
I'm like, they're like, okay, rolling camera, and I'm saying, like, is he here? Is Bob here? Oh, no, you can bring the steaks. And action. Okay.
Microwave them. Whatever.
What are you doing? Just no.
But we should tell everyone what this movie's about. What is Limitless about?
Bob.
Oh, God, no.
No, don't make it. Why would you make him do? No, Bradley, please. No, don't make it.
It's about what would happen if you could take a pill that opens up all of your brain. So basically, you can access anything you've ever seen, heard, touched, tasted since the womb, and utilize it at your disposal. It's a movie about power.
Yeah, it's almost like so you remember everything. You have extreme
Everything.
focus.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
They have kind of those, like those beta blockers that like those.
They take away your anxiety.
Cellists and all these people. They take these pills.
Yeah,
where
it's
they
like
just
a mix.
focus on their. Yeah.
No,
I should take those pills. I should actually. What is that number? What are they called?
It's called Clear Pill.
NZTs are called in the movie.
48.
Yeah.
You can just give me some cash now. I'll get it to you later.
So you're a drug dealer now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Your career's going really well.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. You've been living with Charlie Sheen for 3 weeks. This is really great. Congratulations. Winning. Duh. Hello. But it is amazing. So what happens in this movie is you're kind of a down and out writer.
Yeah,
you start taking these pills. And
right.
you get everything back. You get your career back. You get your girl back, who is
right.
played by the beautiful Abby Cornish. Look at this. She's gorgeous. Very cute. You get her back, and then you start making deals and stock and getting the money. That's when you end up dealing with Robert De Niro, and then it just gets tricky, and then you don't know what's going down. But I should tell everybody, once you stop taking the pill, you die.
Right, yeah.
That's a little twist.
That's a little problem.
Little twist, yeah.
If you run out of pills.
But you don't know that because you don't know it's just a drug off the street. It's not.
Right.
You know, it's not.
I come across about 500 of them, so I know that that if I have them, I'll be okay. But all of a sudden, I misplaced them.
It's exciting. It's a really fun movie, and we have a clip of you and Mr. Robert De Niro in the movie Limitless. Here's Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro. Yeah, it's something like it is. That's really good. It's really fun, really good, really fun movie, really fun to watch you two. Now, you're going to do something when we come back from the commercial that I'm so happy that you're going to do. Have you ever played this game before?
No.
Okay, good. When we come back, Robert De Niro and Bradley Cooper and I are going to play